to me about the early days with the Siga Vibe Tribe. I mean, were
Oh,
you really vibing?
I was vibing with the Siga tribe. Shout out to the Siga boys. It was a good deal. I was kind of disappointed in myself that I didn't know 100 Kendrick Lamar songs off the top of my head. I wanted to play the game too, but it was a good time out there. We found some food. We got to know each other. I think for the most part, we were the most well-rounded tribe of season 46.
And then when you went on that journey and Q pitches this sort of plus one alliance, what was your initial thought about it?
My initial thought is like, these guys are idiots. Why would you count out six people in a group of 13? I'm not trusting it. So I gave them anybody's name. I didn't give them
Mhm.
my boy Benevolence because why would I tell these strangers? These are guys that I've competed with for what, 5 or 6 challenges. There's no way I'm telling you my number one. I thought it was it was a good initiative, but it was just pitched too hard. And I knew it was too hard by the time we got to Survivor Limbo and people were approaching Maria. And I did tell Maria before then, despite the edit, but I
Mm.
didn't tell Maria the way Q and Hunter told Maria. I was like, it's just a name thing. They just looking out for names. And by the time we got to Survivor Limbo, it was look out for my name. Give us one of Siga. You will vote with us. And I like to say that I sold my soul, made a deal with the devil, and wouldn't give up my soul. So it's
Wh-
fun.
Wait, who did you sell your soul to? Was that Q?
Quintavious and Hunter, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, we shook on. I think Quintavious and I, we know we had an agreement as two black men playing the game. I think for me, it was about I was representing, for my culture, and I thought we had an understanding of that at least we were protected. We could hold each other accountable, and that wasn't the case. But hey, all skin folk ain't kinfolk.
So when you're sitting at this merge feast, I mean, I thought it was pretty bold that they were demanding a name from like each tribe. How were you
Thank
feeling?
you. Thank you. Oh my goodness, Sarah. This is the best interview I've had because you're the only one that said that. I'm like, dog, are we playing Survivor? Why would I just tell you who to vote for? Like, and so it started on, because I remember the seating, it was Tevin Kinsey, Tiffany, Ben, Quintavious, Hunter, and myself. And it started on that side. And so they say they don't trust Venus. They're like, no, we can't trust Venus or Soda. Y'all knew safe. So they don't have to throw a name. They say, Siga, y'all got to give a name. No, I don't. I don't have to give. And once you say no out there or you go against the group, oh, he's a threat. We got to get him out. So a part of me could have like swallowed my pride. But honestly, Siga was tight, and I didn't want to give up my numbers for anybody.
So at that tribal, when Mariah had to sort of pitch it all out there and say we were, we weren't honest. I was on the bottom out of that vote. Did you speak up? Was there any talk from any other Siga at that point?
Yeah, yeah. I basically said, I don't know why y'all are acting surprised, like y'all didn't know she was on the bottom before we got to tribal. So for her to say that, uh, I'm like, you not. We know they know you on the bottom now. So now you just really confirmed it. But no, I remember speaking up and saying, playing with the words y'all knew, like y'all knew already, like y'all knew she was on the bottom, but it wasn't a speak up as a I'm gonna defend her because she had threw herself out there, and I clearly wasn't trying to ruffle any more feathers.
So when you guys were paired up for this last immunity challenge and you know that like this is the group you have to go against, what's your initial thinking when you see the group?
My initial thinking is, what the hell are we doing? Why isn't it just 12 or however, why isn't it just 13 people playing the game right now? Because going against a group means you have a split vote. And I was more comfortable voting with everybody because I had worked this hard to get to this point in the game that I wanted to vote with everybody. I didn't want to vote with this, in these silos. And I wanted to let us campaign. It's an individual game now. I got my red buff. Let's play. So that was my initial thought. And then a part of me thought I could win. I don't know why I thought I could win that challenge, but a part of me was like, no, I got this. I can hang in there. But it was fun. It was a fun challenge.
I think we've all been saying that the last few seasons where they just can't quite let you guys all play together. They want to keep it
Yeah.
divided is so
Yeah.
frustrating.
It was nuts. I didn't really, but it's bigger than me, but
Sure.
I didn't really know, but
Well, so
it's
now when
a,
you're back at the beach and you have to have conversations before tribal, we see you and Q talk, but how were the rest of your conversations?
I had a conversation with Ben. I had like a small conversation with Hunter. And then Ben and I had a conversation with Kenzie and Tiff in the jungle. Um, Hunter thought it was Ben. He asked how will your tribe feel if Ben goes? And then Tiff and Kenzie, were kind of like in the middle a bit. They weren't too sure, but they thought Hunter, well, they were saying Hunter, but I could tell it wasn't like 100%. But
Mm.
yeah, those conversations were few and far between. They felt really isolated, but Ben and I, Q and I talked, Ben and I talked, and I think those were the two people I spent most of my time with in that final time at the beach.
So going into tribal, you knew it was a possibility that Ben would go, or you weren't 100% it was going to be Hunter.
I told Ben, I said, Ben, they want to vote you, but we're gonna vote Hunter.
Hmm.
And I didn't know who, you never know, but I just thought Hunter or Ben. And I I said, Ben, I'm not voting you out, so that's the end of the day. And I just wanted to vote Hunter because I thought he was the biggest threat, and it made the most sense going into the tribal council. Not in a million years did I think I'd be blindsided.
Yeah, that one took you by surprise. Yeah.
Oh, I was raging coming out of the jungle. I'm glad I had some time to like decompress. Shit, 10 months really, but no, it took a toll on me. Just the hypotheticals, the coulda, woulda, shouldas, and the fact that the world was gonna see me get bamboozled, like and I said this last night, I think in my opinion, it felt worse than it looked.
Hmm.
So, but it's all good. It's a game.
Yeah, was there a bit of relief when you saw the edit? I mean, it is a fairly typical edit of, getting blindsided in Survivor, but it feels worse.
Hell yeah, hell yeah! I felt a lot of relief. I felt a lot of relief.
Hmm.
It took me a while to get to the point to the fact that I'd be like, all right, I'm not gonna watch this at home. I'm gonna just throw a big watch party again and watch it with some people, with some loved ones. So seeing it, I knew what was gonna happen, but I had accepted it a long time ago.
Hmm. You were shocked mostly by your relationship with Q, is that correct?
Shocked, like
That he turned on you.
oh yeah. I mean, I was shocked that people thought I was a threat over Hunter. I
Hmm.
think that what most shocked me, getting out of the game because I had too many options or because I didn't trust the +1 alliance made no total sense when I didn't think I was a threat. I thought that the game that we had played up until then, Hunter had led the Nami tribe. Hunter had won it on his own. I wanted to beat Hunter myself when we were doing some of these challenges. So no, no, by no means. I forgot your question, but by no means did I think. By no means did I think it was gonna be me.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of people agree with you that not going after Hunter is pretty shocking at that point. But
Yeah.
can now that you've had a little distance, can you sum up what this experience was for you?
Oh man, this experience was probably the most painful, exhilarating, funnest adventure, top two trip of my life. Um, you have to, it's designed for you to lose. You know, even your best self, even me being 100% authentic in who I am and what I represent and what I do, it's designed to dismantle all of those things about me. It is totally fun. It's so fun that I want to have a survivor birthday party and make people suffer and then like feast like after like 2 days or something. So it's been life changing. My boys love it. My son actually got sad last night when he saw that I got voted off, and he's 5. You know what does he know? But it's
Oh,
a lesson right there. The things I get to teach them now, and the things I get to teach the students I even work with now. Just you know, share the failures just like you do the wins too.
yep. It's all about the journey. And we got to enjoy the sexiest dad to ever play. So thank you for that.
Thank
I
you so
mean,
much.
what a way to end an episode. That was amazing. Thank you for your time today, Tim.
Thanks, Sarah. This was fun.